Assalamu alaikum guys, I am ARK and this video will be the part 2 of the concept of table in HTML. Yeah, we have already uploaded the part 1. You must watch that before watching this video. So let's get started. This was the table we have created in the previous video. Let's see what more can we do with this table. In HTML we can combine one or more rows and one or more columns to make bigger cells. Let's see how we can do that. This is done using colspan and rowspan attributes. Colspan attribute is used to merge two or more columns, and rowspan attributes is used to merge two or more rows, as the name suggests. We are not gonna use this on a whole row. That means we are not gonna add colspan or rowspan in the tr tag. This is performed on a single cell level. It means we will add this in td or th tags. Th is also a cell. So this basically means that if we add a colspan attribute to a cell, its size will increase horizontally, and if we add a rowspan attribute to a cell, then its size will increase vertical. So let's see how it is done. In this particular th tag, we'll add a rowspan attribute and we will merge two rows for this cell. So as you can see, it spanned two rows for a single cell in which we have added the row span attribute, and we can also add col span attribute and see it. As you can see, the size is increased horizontally and it is now spanning two columns. We can also add col span and row span together. You can see it now takes two columns and two rows for a single cell. This way you can alter the size of your cells using colspan and rowspan attributes. I have no plan of altering it. My table was beautiful without any colspan or rowspan attribute. It totally depends on your application that when and how many rows to span. You can only get used to it when you use it actually, when you apply it on your websites. Don't just try to rush through the videos. Try to apply what we learn here. We can also change the color of background of our table and the color of lines of border by using two attributes named as bg color and border color. Let's first add the background color using bg color, and in programming and in HTML we use color as spelling of color. We don't use color, so we will add a color yellow. Let's see. So as you can see, yellow is added as a background color, and to change the color of the border you have to add an attribute border color. I'll use red. You can even give hex values here by searching from Google. Color. So you can choose any color of your wish, and you can just copy this hash code, means hex value, and just paste it here. And you'll see the color has been changed. And you can also use an image as background of our table without using this bg color attribute. So for that you need to add background attribute, the same attribute we have added to our body in the previous videos. I don't know which video. So background, and after specifying this you need to specify the path of your image, this quotation marks. So I'll add let's see which. Okay, I'll add some image, some random image from our folder. So you can see background image is added. but it's a mess because it is adding the image two times and it is not even proper. We need to keep size and aspect ratio of the image in our mind before adding any image. So we will just remove this background image, and we will use our bg color attribute again and use yellow. So similar to our HTML document, we can also divide our table in three parts, that is header, body and footer. We'll see how it is done. So after the table tag, we can just add a thead attribute and we can create a row and we can create a table data, that is a cell. If you wish, you can span it to all the columns. We have three columns, so I'll add call span attribute and I'll use 3. So this will be table header and this will be our t body. I just paste this closing tag at the bottom of our table body. So this is our t head. Here we can add whatever we want. The use of this is totally upon us. We can even add the heading of our table in this, and this is our body. We can add footer to our table using tfoot tag, and similarly we will create a row and we will create a cell and we'll span it, call span 3, and we will write footer here. Let's see. So as you can see, it looks like this. We can add a header, a body and a footer. Let's inspect it and see. So as you can see, this is treated as separate, and this way we can divide our table in header, body and footer. We can even create nested tables. That means we can add a whole table in a single cell. Let's see how it is done. We will just copy our already created table and try to add it to a single cell. We have copied it and we'll add it to our last cell. So as you can see, our last cell have become a whole table itself. So you can make use of it wherever you find its use. That is it for the video, guys. This is all we can do with tables. We'll just remove this. There is a tag named as caption. Though it is depreciated, it is not no more used. It is disapproved from HTML5. That means in modern HTML this tag is not used, but it was once used. Its name is caption tag. So we can give caption to our table, whatever caption you need to give. Caption to our table. Using this caption tag, it will be displayed on the top of our table. As you can see, that is all about tables. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to share it with your friends, and subscribe my channel and stay tuned for more videos like this.